alancoxshow.com. Gonna watch? Next week is going to be a good week if you're a fan of stand-up comedy. I'll have tickets to see Mark Norman. He's doing June 18th at the Agora. I'll have tickets to see Bill Burr, who's playing the Romo Fijo next month. And if you don't care about either of those, I'll have tickets for you to see Dragon Force at the Agora. So that's next week on the program. Gab Cruz is here today. Mary's out. Gab is here. The Sports Gab on Twitter. Gabriella Cruz on Instagram, on the gram. And you can hear her dulcet tones on the iHeartRadio app. And I was chatting briefly with her sister in the break about how we share the same condition. Although everybody wants to make it a condition. I have people texting the break, you have misophonia. No, I don't. No. That's when tiny, tiny noises drive you nuts. I don't have anything like that. Some things are just pet peeves. They don't have to be a condition. Just be something you don't like. Now, I've said this before and it bears repeating. There are so few things, Bill, that I don't like that...
Wait, what? Anyway, continue. We don't need to get into that.
There are so few things that... hey, Sandy is out in Martin's Ferry. Hello, Sandy.
Hello, who are you and what have you done with Alan Cox?
Yeah! What's going on?
I had a story that's as old as the hills that happened with someone who did not want me to sing along. I was 9 years old at the time with my visiting cousin, and every time they came, they got the soft pillow treatment. My mother cooked things they liked and baked cakes, and I sort of resented her, and she put her hand over my mouth when I sang along on my own darn radio.
Right.
And serendipity being where it was when she did that, her finger went into my mouth, and I retaliated. And we've never forgotten it. I'm now about to be 81 years old.
81? Wow, Sandy.
1984, and we've never forgotten it, neither one of us.
Wow, that somebody really holds a grudge. That is
I'm still singing along in the car.
Right, all right. Well, God
As you
bless you.
should.
You've earned it, right?
What's your go-to? What song do you love to sing along with, Sandy?
Anything out of course, the 50s and 60s.
Oh, so not WAP or anything like that? Macaroni in a pot? Okay, listen. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, there's Sandy, who's out there. That's way out there. Martin's Ferry is by, like, Wheeling. It's right across the river. She's out there in the Wheeling.
She called last week, too, and she was talking about that area.
Yeah, Sandy
I like
is
Sandy a lot.
81. Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going to be 81, I think she said.
So I look on my screen because it says that Sandy is calling from Martin's Ferry. How do you think Poundcake spelled that?
I spelled it fairy like fairy.
F-A-I-R-Y.
Instead of F-R-R-Y.
You fairy. You fairy.
I couldn't even...
Martin's F-A-I-R-Y.
You fairy.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I love it.
I thought that was Dan Kensinger's friend.
We love him.
I do love him, but I think you would laugh at that.
Come on.
That dude is invited to every social circle that I'm not invited to. Like, you would think I have clout that I can get into.
Yeah, because he's shredded. That's why. He's in gay shape. He's in great gay shape.
No, I'm not even talking about the gay thing. I'm talking about he is a hierarchy here than I am. Like,
well, he predates you. He's been in the mix for a long time.
he was going to bar crawls before I was invited on bar crawls.
Sure.
Any after party.
He was going to bar crawls before any of us.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's around my age,
dude,
but I mean,
yeah.
Oh,
he's like one of the first people I met when I came to Cleveland.
No, he's hot. No, I know. Martin, I think the first St. Patrick's bar crawl, me and him were like cuddling up together, but that...
I saw him at
Cuddling up.
We were in like a booth, and I think I was like drunk. I was like, oh my God, he's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him at a bar a few months ago, and I was out with a lady, and he just comes up, and, you know, we're saying hi, and then he looks at the lady and goes, "You are just stunning." And then he looks at me, and he goes, "You." He's like, "You're batting out of your league again. Enjoy it." Like, but he didn't have to say it. Yeah.
You fairy.
But he's great.
Well, there you go. Sandy from Martin's Ferry. Up there. I love it. Ah. Listen, I think it's Gab. Do you follow Britney Spears on Instagram?
I do.
Are you following this saga? Now, listen. Nobody would accuse Britney Spears of being a physician, but if you follow her Instagram posts,
Got some PH double D's though.
listen. This has since been removed from Instagram. By the way, this post. But if you saw it. It was like a photo of the Sistine Chapel or something, and then she just goes off on these rants because, again, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but when they were trying to get this conservatorship taken care of, what I said at the time was she's going to get her freedom, and then everybody's going to go, oh, maybe there was something to that conservatorship. She is a grown woman. She should be able to do whatever she wants to do. However, these long, rambling, cryptic posts where she talks about being locked up for days on end by her dad and hundreds of people in and out of her home and no private baths. And the thing that jumped out at me is how she talked about how she was naked and drugged, and they took 8 gallons of blood a week from
Gallons?
her. 8 gallons of blood
She meant pints.
See.
a week. I'm sorry?
She probably meant pints.
Well, she said gallons. I don't know that anybody would confuse pints and gallons. It's just that the human body has about 1.5 gallons of blood in it total.
Well, then I would be mad too.
She meant pints.
How do you know what she meant?
Because I feel like now she has nobody.
Oh, you think all of a sudden she's a scientist?
No.
'Cause she's
I'm saying she made a mistake, like we all do. Now she is writing her own Instagram post. She's not having like a PR
Why'd she
person.
take it down then?
You say, why did she take it down?
Why? Okay, let's go with pints. How many pints are in a gallon?
No, she probably meant tubes, like test tubes.
How many pints are in a gallon?
4? I have no idea. I really
have no
should.
idea.
Pound cake. How many pints are in a gallon?
I would.
Let's say she 8 pints a week, right?
8 pints. 8. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there are 8 pints in a gallon. That's right.
Right.
That means that every week they basically drained her entire body of all of her blood. So if you want to go with pints, go with pints. But
Listen, Alan.
anyway, this girl's got. I'm glad that she's figuring some things out. But
No one said she wasn't bipolar. Like she said that she has.
well, wouldn't that be
problems.
part of a conservatorship then?
But the thing is,
if she's severely mentally ill,
she at first she said she never said that she needed to end the conservatorship. She said that she didn't want her dad to be any parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 conservatorships going on. The conservatorship.
Speaking of professionalism, when is it professional to publicly bash someone who's going through a hard time? Leave Britney alone!
I think you guys are all being a little insensitive.
I'm being a lot insensitive, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
No,
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm genuinely curious about this.
I
you need
agree.
so much blood?
I think she is a little unwell, but
She is.
I wonder if it's my theory.
Well,
is it
you'd
was
be
more-
unwell too if they took all your blood
That's
every
what I'm
week.
saying.
Yeah,
No.
be positively peaked.
I think she's unwell because of however many years in the conservatorship. I think the conservatorship made her more cuckoo. Because think about it.
She's paranoid.
Think about it. What yielded the conservatorship? It was like her meltdown for hitting the car.
It was the head shaving, wasn't it? Does
the
it go
head
that far
shave
back?
thing? Yeah.
Yeah, she has been poked and prodded at and used as a product. They weren't looking at her as a human
Yeah,
being.
they- she-
looked at her as a product. She could not go anywhere without a bodyguard. She could not do anything to her hair without asking someone for permission first. She wasn't allowed to speak because it would ruin her vocal cords, and she wouldn't be able to go on tour as often as they wanted her to. Like they had to watch her weight. Everything she did was the permission of someone else.
Did she ever suggest a person that she would have preferred to oversee her conservatorship?
Yes.
She
And
did.
they told her dad was the conservator of her person.
Because he wanted the money.
Well, he was the conservator of both. He was the conservator of the estate, which is her financial endeavors, and then conservative of the body, which is the medication and the well-being. She petitioned to get him off of the estate where he doesn't make her business decisions. So she won that battle, and somebody else was appointed. But then when you start making decisions about someone's body, her dad was. She wanted to have a baby. Her dad told her no. And also, her dad wanted her to be on a certain type of medication to therefore she was not able to act responsibly in order to ask her conservator about business decisions. So you're not in the right state of mind. You're still your dad is acting as your person, so he's still pulling the strings. So he needed to be off of it completely. So it set her up for abuse, and that's what she was saying. Not that she didn't need the conservatorship. The way this was happening, she was saying she is being abused by it because they're making money off of her, and she doesn't have any say as to her well-being and her financial endeavors.
I mentioned there was a photo attached to this post that I saw earlier of the Sistine Chapel. That wasn't the only photo. There was a photo of or it looked like the Sistine Chapel, but I don't know, just the inside of a cathedral, a huge, huge cathedral. There was another photo of the state flag of Israel, and there was another photo. There was just an image of Australia. Now, a lot of people on social media have put these together, right?
They're breaking the code, yeah.
A cathedral, Israel, Australia, CIA. Now, listen, far be it from me. I'm just trying to give you the truth, Poundcake, the truth.
I thought I was going to say, like...
So she's like the real-life Riddler.
I didn't know she was
There are people suggesting that the CIA is engaging in a mind control program with Britney Spears. Who would ever suspect Cathedral, Israel, Australia, CIA is part of Britney Spears? Yes, Poundcake?
No, I was hoping it wasn't going to be something like anti-Semitic, because I was like, wait a minute, what did Israel have to do with anything? And then the Sistine Chapel.
To these kinds of people, Israel has to do with everything.
What's wrong with Israel?
Ask them.
Gosh, it's like,
anytime they use the word globalists, that's code for Jews. That's what they mean when they say globalists.
Really?
That
I didn't know
means
that.
Jews. Yes. Find me a non-anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, and I'll give you a couple of bucks.
I wasn't aware of that, but it seems like a country full. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that, but I would love to go to Israel, Tel Aviv in general.
So anyway, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I certainly hope that it's not 8 gallons a week.
That's too much blood, man.
God, you know what that would be?
Bleeding buckets.
Should be bleeding buckets.
Now, if they are taking that much blood from her every week, or just even the amount that they're taking, is there a chance that they are creating Britney Spears clones?
I
If we're
think
going
they
to
want
go
to.
down the conspiracy, avenue.
Oops, they did it again.
Oops, they made her again. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any answers other than the post that I saw, and obviously some people feel that she is at the center of, some kind of, I don't know. Alan, I've been donating blood for 10 to 15 years. I've donated 6 gallons in total. So well done, Britney. There you go. They're getting 8 a week from her. Or, let's go with Poundcake's math. They're getting a gallon of her blood a week. She only has half a gallon left in there. Maybe 2/10 of a gallon left.
But again...
How's your body know to, up the production and make you some more blood? What a crazy thing the human body is, right?
Mother Nature's a mad scientist, Jerry.
you
There's no way around it.
But they were running tests on her because they were trying out different medications on her. And so they were like, this medication's not working. We need more blood to test to see how...
But that's what every single person who's on a medication has to do, is their doctor goes, this one doesn't work. Let's try this one.
To a degree, but they were keeping it as essentially mind control, dude. Like, to say that she wasn't being controlled...
Are you saying that she's part of the discontinued MK Ultra program?
I don't even know what that means.
Bleeding buckets.
So, who knows? Who knows? I hope that she's going to be okay.
I hear she's going on tour.
In this condition?
She was going back
She's
on
going
tour.
on tour for the CIA, Poundcake. That's what she's going on tour for.
I'd be like, what's SIA?
Maybe those are her first 3 stops. She's going to do a show at the...
In a cathedral.
Yeah, the cathedral.
In
Israel.
Israel.
She's going to Israel, and then she's going to Australia.
She already did a show in Tel Aviv, and she said she didn't want to do it.
Jealous?
Well, no. She said she didn't want to do it. She said she was forced to go on tour, and then they were pissed off. Everyone was pissed off because they're like, she seems out of it. She wasn't doing the choreography the way I like. Like, all the little gay Jews were pissed.
Nicki Minaj has immediately come to her defense. Says, you don't know what she's dealing with.
I love Nicki.
And says she's the best dance. That's her defense. Britney's a great dancer.
I see her spinning. I know. Every time she posts one of those videos, she spins like 8, 10 times.
Still slaps.
Yeah.
You want to know how relevant Britney Spears was? She, Nicki Minaj.
I think we don't know.
I'm just saying, Nicki Minaj opened up for Britney Spears. Like, that's how far back she goes. All right.
Oh.
Musically or emotionally?
Nicki
on
musically,
tour.
Yeah, on tour.
On tour.
Like when Nicki Minaj first came out, she was Britney Spears' opening act.
Wow. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Poundcake just used the word hierarchy in a sentence. He said, he's a hierarchy than I am. Does he think it's a hierarchy?
He's the upper echelon of gay. No.
He's a hierarchy than I am.
There's a hierarchy.
He's a hierarchy.
Out of all the archies here, I mean, there are low archies and hierarchies. His is the hierarchy.
I'm more of a mid-archy.
Yeah, you are a mid-archy. This guy. Yeah. Could we do Poundcake's
Rock trivia?
music? Yeah, what the hell is it called?
We can't.
No, I was thinking
we
sports.
can't.
Can we?
Nope. Yeah, okay.
You have it, right?
Yeah, I do. I have to
Okay,
find
and
the
then
day.
I'll go to a break. I just
Gab, how do you do with rock trivia?
I don't know.
not so good.
Maybe.
These are tough, so we'll see.
Okay.
And we were talking about hood. Okay. So the rapper described his hood like, which rapper described his hood like this? Around here we say birds, not bitches. And so it's A, B, C, or D. And it's Dizzy Rascal, A. B, Lil Wayne. C, Slick Rick. Or D, Mike Skinner of the Streets. I don't know if you
Well,
guys
it's either
know.
A or D, because birds is a British thing for girls. And Dizzy Rascal and Mike Skinner are the only two Brits there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go.
It's not going to be Lil Wayne. It's not going to be...
I'll
Who's
go
the third
Dizzy
one?
Rascal.
Mike Skinner of the Streets.
No, who is the third one?
Oh, Slick Rick.
Yeah, not Slick Rick. Well, I like both those. I'm just going to guess. Bill said Dizzy Rascal, so I'll say Mike Skinner.
Gab?
Gab?
I'll say Lil Wayne just because.
Alan, you're correct. Mike Skinner of the Streets.
Hey, there you go.
The Streets.
These streets. Yeah. Dizzy Rascal, by the way, might be going to prison. You see, he got convicted of punching some chick. Dizzy Rascal.
But what did she do to piss him off? Sorry, Gab.
Not today, Poundcake!
Wait. I mean,
Love doesn't shove,
International
Poundcake.
Women's
Haven't you
Day.
heard anything she said? He was convicted of assaulting his former girlfriend, and then after when he left the courtroom after the guilty verdict, he smashed a photographer's camera. He denied headbutting his former partner at their home.
a headbutt.
Yeah, headbutt.
Wow.
They were having custody arguments over their kids. Dizzy Rascal. See, I was always into grime rap. Anytime I was going to listen to rap, I just preferred British grime rap. I just loved that style of music. And so Dizzy Rascal, man, he was like a pioneer of that whole thing back in the day, but he might be going to prison. But okay. Not really rock and roll. I guess it was a rap quite. We're either getting 100-year-old questions or we're getting hip-hop questions. Okay, I'm going to break. Gab Cruz is here. You'll find her at The Sports Gab on Twitter. Gabriella Cruz on Instagram. And number one in your hearts. And if you want to text for something, 35192 to get me there, AlanCoxShow.com, and anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan